Good evening, everybody. Today I'm joining you from a nighttime perspective because I've got my hands on a what looks like a normal Saga BLM. Because other than here, sponsor stickers over here, there's no wild, crazy body kits and all that. The car, okay. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick walk around lah. You see, there's no crazy old fenders, nice and simple. You got modified rims, you got a big exhaust, but it doesn't prepare you for what is actually hiding underneath the hood. Okay, what underneath here? There is the standard 1.6 liter Campro, but it has been stroked, and the best part about it is it has been supercharged. This baby is running a Sprintex supercharger, and trust me, you can definitely hear it. Okay, so the owner is a hardcore fan of track racing. He has a huge amount of trophies. Like, you guys can check out this month's Hypertune magazine where we featured his car. He's got at least 20 over trophies for this car, and that's not all of it yet. So most of you guys who participate or show up in the Malaysia Gymkhana, autocross, time attack scene, y'all will recognize this as Coven Wong, the Project G driver's car. And he is always out there, definitely swapping paint with somebody and showing up in the top 3 podium spot without a doubt. A little bit of the breakdown of the car. So engine wise, it is completely tricked out. I'm not going to get too much into the details there until I drive it later. Front brakes is running a Honda Odyssey braking system. At the back, you got a Honda Accord braking system. And right now, he only completed this a couple of days back. He's got a twin caliper setup with a super cool hydraulic braking kit. I'm just going to give you guys with the light after this. I'll show it to y'all. But to be honest, this is my very much dream build kind of car because it is so cool and it's simplistic, and yet it puts down so much of power. And now he actually told me I can give it a drive. So let's see. Okay, let's see if I can even drive it or not. Okay, first thing you notice is these are original bright Lumax seats, by the way. So getting in is not going to be easy, but still, it definitely does a job of keeping you thoroughly stable in the car. You've got a roll cage, custom. So let's get in first. Oh man, this is super low. But anyway, once you get in, you realize there's no steering wheel because, yes. So he told me, I have no experience with it. He said you put it in, yeah, then it locks in place. You hear a little click. Shut the door. Keys in here. So I'm gonna give it 3 clicks. So we got the dials, because when you're racing, it's super important to know exactly all your readouts. Alright, to be honest, once you start it up, it's not crazy loud. I'm just gonna turn the light on so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so look at this. This whole thing is all CNC billet aluminium. So this thing is thoroughly sturdy, and wow, he's really got it custom up for him, so you don't lose the natural handbrake as well. I've been told that the hydraulic pump for this isn't just a standard one because it's been known to fail, so he's actually using a Honda Civic clutch pump up here, so it definitely wouldn't fail. Wow, okay, let's see if I can get it drive. Of course, seatbelt first. I'm not going to bother with the 4-point because I'm not on the track. Just going to use a normal seatbelt. Alright, so I gotta turn this thing around. Okay, a bit of update on the gearbox. He's running a Myvac CK gearbox. It's also another famous swap for these engines because they can clearly fit. There's the owner waving his hands over there. That's his car, by the way. Yeah. So it's also running a full lock LSD. So when you're a Gymkhana driver, yeah, I say bye. Yeah. So yeah, I got the lights on. So when you're a Gymkhana driver, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need the handbrake. I'm not gonna do any of that, of course. Full lock LSD. So I'm gonna give it some gas on second. Holy shit. This thing is alive. Oh dude, it pops and bangs. Woo. Okay, first off, okay, those are the pops and bangs from the supercharger system, because Sorry, system pula. I got so excited I can't even call it what it is. Yeah, so it obviously it backfires when you turn off the throttle, and it's not even hot yet, it's already doing all that. So anyway, yes, so first impressions. I've driven a turbocharged car with this much power before, but Supercharged is just so damn linear. Of course, you don't get the instant kick like turbo, but you get a full throttle response, you know, so you don't, like, you suddenly don't feel all the power kicking and lose control. It's just completely linear. I'm just gonna give it some gas after this little bump over here. Full. Oh, it definitely pops and bangs and everything. Woo! Yeah, now, so basically, okay, you guys just experienced the supercharger at work and give you full power. A lot of people are against supercharging because it doesn't give the same crazy output as turbocharging, but you guys forget that it's actually about how much power you can put down, and this guy can put down all of it. Something cool over here, look at that. His his Haltech Sprint 500 ECU is hiding nicely in a Perspex little casing over there. That's how he babies his car. Wow. This car is running on custom HWL adjustables. I say custom because they have been completely manufactured for him. Yes, most of you may not believe it, but yeah, it has. So there's a lot of specialness going on in here. So this car is memang like custom for him. Just like the handbrake system, it's all custom made. A lot of the engine components are custom tuned and made for his preference, you know. So money no object over here. This is how you build something which you can race confidently. Down for the owners over here. So yeah, this is not something you, how do I put it, I gotta let my adrenaline come down first lah. This is not something you can daily very easily, but if you do want to daily it, it's not the end of the world. Like, you actually can, like, yes, it's loud, but if you guys notice, it's only loud when you, like, it's only actually loud when you back off or when you try and do some crazy things like that. But when you're just smacking and driving out like normal, like, I actually met him along the highway early on the way here, there was no issues at all. Like, he could daily the car without problem. The cams on this car isn't so insane that you can't daily it without the aircon. It's only running 272-degree cam. So most of you guys who know your cars will know that 272 degrees isn't that crazy. You can daily it with the air conditioner on, and all you got to do is adjust the timing of it. So according to him, in his race spec, because he's got it stroked, he idling is at about 1200, and that's honestly, for a car that is tracked this much, it puts out this much output, that isn't that bad. Okay, so let's just get a view of the engine. How do I get to the engine? There. That is still the standard location. This should be a sign already. Let me just get this out. Put it down there. Ta-da! That is the engine. If you just lift it up, right, you don't actually realize so much about it. But as you all find out more and more about the specs, then you start to realize. And then when you sit inside, and then when you see it perform, because this guy has won so many trophies. Like MMC, he holds a track record of 1 minute and 5 seconds, something after that. And that, you guys know, in the 1.6 open category, that is pretty respectable. So as you can see, running the K20 coils. Again, like I said, from the outside, it looks pretty normal. Yes, it's modified, but it doesn't look like it's definitely pushing out crazy 200 overhauls. But yeah, when you see it in action, it definitely performs. Something I can't help this. So this is something really, really cool. Like, you can hear the induction noise so strongly from this. Like, when I'm sitting trackside and watching him do his laps, I can hear him coming from a mile away, like from the front end sound alone, because that's how much induction noise this thing gives. And not to forget the supercharger whine you guys just heard lah. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is a supercharged Proton Saga BLM for you. Proof that you don't need to have a car that is extremely showy on the outside, but if it's engineered well with a proper driver, you got a perfect package. Like, I honestly loved it. It has changed my mind about superchargers a lot. I wasn't a big fan until I drove this, but the linearness in it, oh, it's lovely. Thank you for watching, guys.